We are underway. 0-0 last time these two teams met, Danny, was that red card for Charlie Patino, which kind of changed the game, but Sunderland weren't able to take advantage of that, were they?
No, 2 yellow cards, wasn't it, early on for Patino, as you've said there. Oh, just gone in behind here. So look at this, develops.
Plaheta puts the ball across, and Trey Hume knocks down
say
corner.
that's the one I was talking about there, in behind Trey, and then obviously if the centre-back, the outside centre-back's narrow, they're going to get joy. Plaheta there, as you say, coming into the starting line-up for Swansea this afternoon. Involved early on.
Josh Tyman will take the first set piece of the afternoon. Comes out and it's popped back in there. Too much on it from Ronald.
I just wonder if that's something they've worked on there, Swansea. Ball fished to the edge of the box, set back, and then trying to clip one to the far post area. But yeah, just going back to that game down in Swansea earlier in the season, as you mentioned there, where we had the extra man for 65 minutes of the game, wasn't it? Disappointing in the end. I think Rusin had that good opportunity, what he put past the post in the first half.
Just as you're saying that, Danny, someone get themselves out of a possible bit of bother at the back. Jensen Silt, he joins Luke O'Nien and Leo Hjelde as a back three. Mike Dodds squatting, looking on.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at the top end of the pitch at this moment in time. See Abdullah Bar over on that far side. Rusin out to this right-hand side.
Plaheta keeps it in, but someone going to nick it there, it just didn't. Nathan Wood gives it back to Carl Rushworth, and he plays it out convincingly, but he managed to keep possession. Rushworth is on loan from Brighton this season. There's a long ball forward. Ball just bouncing around at the minute. Styles trying to get it back. Now from Silt.
They're quite settled in there, I think. Say Hjelde just trying to thread a pass, got cut out. Swansea started brighter.
And it's bright on that east stand over there. You can see everyone cupping their eyes, trying to make out what's happening in front of them. The sun will drop away quite soon.
It's more of a 3-5-2. I think it looks like Rusin and Bar up the top end there. Just another body in there. Job, Pierre Ekwar just advanced of Dan Neil.
Styles gets it back for Sunderland and then plays it inside. Hjelde trying to bring in Abdullah Bar. Sunderland haven't really had a spell on the ball yet.
No, not really. Yeah, a couple of opportunities to try and pass out. See there, Swansea have pressed us quite high.
Luke Williams there, 42 years old. He came in from Notts County, where he really impressed in the lower leagues. It's a different game in the Championship.
Yeah, but good opportunity for him, isn't it? As you say, they got Notts County promoted.
Spent time at Bristol City with their under-23s, also at Brighton in his career. Alan Styles, debut at the Stadium of Light.
Yes, look at Swansea there now, pressing really high, aren't they?
Yeah, the back line is pretty much over the halfway line as well. So if Sunderland were to break the lines, Danny, the likes of Rusin and Job, but there's trouble at the back. It's clipped forward.
Yeah, a little bit of an edgy start, isn't it? I think obviously we're trying to play out, you mentioned it there, they're pressing us really high around the edge of the 18-yard box. A couple of times they've taken it off of Swansea. Jamie Patson there.
You play with him?
Yeah, Nottingham Forest, yeah, good technical player. I think probably a 10 is his best position in there, 2 good feet on him.
Rusin battling, getting involved with the game. Does really well.
Yeah, he's done well.
Pierre Ekwar, and Sunderland are on the ball now. Job. Ekwa. Job receives it, but then loses possession. Plaheta, head down, charging forwards, got options left and right.
I think it's gone the wrong way from their point of view.
Hume trying to play in Rusin, he was almost in there.
Yeah, see what he's looking for there, Rusin.
Nathan Wood
making the run down the channel. He actually needed a little bit more from Trey Hume, leave it in the space in behind.
Had to get there, Nathan Wood, and he did. Trey Hume looks on for his options from the throw-in. Ekwan rides a challenge. Plays it out to Callum Styles. Lots of games under his belt, Callum Styles, in the EFL. He's also got international experience. Luke 9 finds Trey Hume, who looks up to deliver one. It's the back of Josh Timon. Cut out by Jensen Silt.
Yeah, good switch from Luke. That's what you want from your wing back, Trey. Out on this touchline, you can see what he's looking for, just trying to put it in behind that Swansea backline early. Got cut out.
Timon. Rusin pushing. Jumping Styles. Didn't know where it went though. And Swansea who pick up possession. Heta delivers a ball in. It's a poor one.
Well, it was, but only fractionally, wasn't it? I say, ball out from Jamie Patterson into his path, and he took it early. Plaheta is involved early on for Swansea, and you can see what he's looking for, just to try and bend it in behind. Jensen sealed for a man coming onto it. It's Cullen, can't quite get there. Quite an open game early on.
We'll keep you across the scores in the EFL Championship this afternoon. Of course, we'll bring you the more detailed ones at half-time, plus when we look back at the moments from the first half. So do stick with us at half-time for that. And of course, you can take part in the post-game programme. Use the hashtag AskDanny. It's been another big week here at Sunderland Football Club. Perhaps you want to have your say. Just use that on social media and be part of the post-game programme. Wood. Goes cross-field. Goes delivered towards the back post. Trey Hume gets something on it. Timon gives it back to Jamie Patterson. Cross goes out of play.
Yeah, I think the concern for Mike Dodds was a couple of times now. Just say Wood, the centre-back, wraps the ball in there, and they've got a little bit too much space in there, especially with us having three midfielders in there. A couple of times, say Swansea have managed to pick out that pass. That'll be a concern for Mike Dodds.
Sunderland fans look on. Nine has to be carefully in possession, looking for Rusin. Hume stops Plaheta, but it's all down this left-hand side from Swansea.
Just thinking, got 10 minutes on the clock. I'm sure Abdullah Bar's. Has he touched the ball yet, Abdullah Bar?
Perhaps not. The action's all on this touchline at the moment. As Job receives it, gives it to Naz Rusin. Rusin looks up, but he hasn't got anyone ahead of him. He's waiting for Job to go on the underlap, as it were.
Yeah, you see there. He's just taking time on the ball, isn't he, as he receives it. There's a lot of blue shirts around him. He's looking for a runner. Is it blue? Is it green? What are we going for the Swansea kit?
Turquoise.
sure it's got a name, hasn't it? Like one of those Farrow ball paints.
Oh yeah, I tell you, you're an ex-footballer, Danny. Get the expensive paint. Ronald wins possession back for Swansea. Big shift. Trying to bring in Liam Cullen. Hume sees it out. He's got his work cut out today, hasn't he, Trey Hume?
Yeah, he does well there. So see the big switch there, and you say Cullen pulls in between himself and Jensen's seal. I think the better ball actually from Norton, if he'd played it earlier on, was on the far side where Ronald was making the run down the line. He turned that one down. I'm sure, yeah, Mike Dodd's what he would have said to the lads in the change room, perhaps yesterday as well. First 10 minutes to start the game bright, energy about us. It's not quite happened, has it? It's been, saying cagey as such. We tried to play out a couple of times and
is that down to their
maybe got
high
caught
press?
in it. Swansea as well, yeah, give them credit. They've come here, I said before, didn't I? I'm not sure if they'll come and sit a little bit deeper with the, the results and the form they've been in, but they haven't. Dan
Neil takes it in the middle of the park. Callum Styles gives it back to Dan Neil. Lear Hjelde. 9. Flicked on by Hume. Loose ball goes to Job. He's Bar. Styles. Through to Rusin. Swings at it. Takes a deflection. Did it?
No.
Goal kick.
It's just got underneath it. Yeah, it's good. It's well built up play from Sunderland there down that left hand side. Abdullah Bar finally getting involved, getting a touch on the ball. It's into Styles, isn't it? Involved again. He's been quite bright as well early on. Just flicks a ball there. It's a good run from Rusin in behind. Gets the other side of Wood. He just can't wrap his left foot around it and get it on target. But Sunderland's first opening of the afternoon.
Hjelde. Dan Neil takes it and gives it to Abdullah Bar. Did well to keep possession because he was surrounded by
he did,
blue shirts.
Getting pressed.
Dan Neil looking for Rusin.
Actually, do you know what I think he's looking for there to flip it over the top? Just doesn't get the connection on it. Say that Swansea back line is high, isn't it? Dan Neil was only 15 yards or so from the halfway line.
Matt Grimes being forced back there. Held again away with one there, I think maybe as the ball bounced up. Keith Stroud happy for play to continue. No foul on Callum Styles.
Edge of the box.
It's Ronald. Cut out by Ekwar. Stumbles. Referee's brought it back.
Yeah, he's got the free kick for that one, yeah. No, the other one I don't think it was. I think Styles that goes up for the header.
And Styles who wins the foul in the end.
That one he does, yeah. Not sure if we're going to see it back. No, we're not, no. See Ronald involved there. Chopping, pulls the ball back. We cut it out. And
meanwhile, while you're watching that, Job has brought the ball over the halfway line. Trey Hume's breaking his back to try and get up the speed.
Yeah, difficult one. You can see, you can hear the crowd as well as Job gets that. He's looking for an outlet on the right hand side, but Trey's deep. He's trying to get up there. And in the end, Job, I think he tries to play it into the path of Rusin, but it's too much on it.
Well, Rusin stole it here from the goalkeeper. Gives it to Hume. Dan Neil. Hjelde. Play so narrow in the middle of the park at the moment. Condensed, both back lines. Push towards the halfway line.
Yeah, you can see Swansea out of possession. Look how narrow they are. The bodies in there, middle of the park.
He's Styles with some grass ahead of him. Runs into Ben Cabango. Ekwar. Keeps possession. Uses Abdullah Bar. Bar comes inside. Drops it off for Dan Neil. Can Bar get it back? Nothing given. Referee brings it back for that.
Yeah, Ekwar catches him, doesn't he? It's better from Sunderland though. Last couple of minutes having a bit of possession. You can see trying to work it around them. Swansea out of possession. They get narrow and compact.
You can see the gaps which could be exploited, can't you?
Yeah, and that high back line as well. We just mentioned it a moment or two ago. I think it was Dan Neil, wasn't it? Tried to flip one over the top. Almost kept it in.
Yeah, it's been kept in on that far side. Ronald plays the ball in early. It's over the top of Anthony Patterson. But thankfully for Sunderland, it comes out the other side.
Yeah, Kjelder thinks it's going out. He sort of gives up on it, really. And Ronald does really well, keeps it in. Fizzes the ball to the far post. See there now, look at Kjelder. He's jogging, he's cantering, and then he's got to react. Do you know what's a decent ball, isn't it? You've got 2-3 bodies in the box there. Anthony Patterson just gloves it away.
Yeah, Ronald joined from Brazilian side. Gremio. Last month. Straight into the 11. Styles plays it forward, finds Job. Ekwar. Ekwar. Trey Humes found himself over there. Drops off to Job. He's Abdullah Bar. Bar, does he fancy a shot? Decent.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he cuts it, opens up for him, doesn't he? I think it's Job that actually makes the run outside and to open up the space. Doesn't catch it clean, but the keeper makes a little bit of a meal of it. Fumbles it a little bit, you see. Straight at him. Offside. Yeah, he's played on though, Keith Stroud. See, Abdullah Bar was coming back from an offside position. Linesman's flag went up below us.
Cut out by Styles. It's really in the balance this game, isn't it, Danny? You could feel like either side could score at any moment.
Yeah, I think, you know, Swansea have had a couple of openings, haven't they, really? So Ronald down that right-hand side, as we mentioned, has been quite lively. At the same time, Sunderland have had a couple of opportunities, half chances at best. A couple of openings.
And back, only momentarily. Now they get the foot on the ball, Sunderland. Nazrusin. Early ball across.
Oh. Yeah, he puts the ball in early. I think Abdullah Bar actually makes the run there. It's cut back behind him. Nobody's coming onto it.
Plaheta. Timon. Oh, what a save that is, but the second one goes in.
And he's onside as well. Yeah, again,
Ronald.
comes down this left-hand side. Early ball in and we don't deal with it. And again, Anthony Patterson makes the save on the first one. We can't do nothing about the second one. 1-0 Swansea.
Well, you listed him as a danger in the pre-game programme.
Yeah, they actually work it out really well, Swansea, give him credit there, but here now, look, no pressure. Trey goes away from it, allows him, and to be fair, it's that Kjelder in there. It's unfortunate because it's Jamie Patterson who makes the run across him, look.
Cullen gets the first
in his eye line and leaves it there, and then that one, yeah, good save, and then, as I say, he ends up 2v1 as it Styles at the far post again. Can't do much with it, really. Just reminds me of that first goal that Birmingham scored last week, where, you know, 2 or 3 opportunities at it, bodies back there, we don't deal with the situation.
Ronaldo does a Ronaldo-esque celebration. And the Sunderland fans are trying to rally their side, but they're a goal down.
It's a loose pass from Pierre Ekwar as well, yeah. Just tidy it up again now, get back on it.
Here comes Timon. Similar ball in.
Same
Comes
again.
across. Ronaldo. He almost got on the end of that.
Say almost a carbon copy, wasn't it? The problem we've got is as well, Trey Humes moved positions, but he's really narrow. You see him now coming back out to this right-hand side, but they're getting acres of space, Swansea, down this left-hand side, big pocket of space.
Some fans, it was a foul on Job, nothing given. Swansea on top.
Yeah, and as well, I think you mentioned it. Yeah, they've had some bad results in recent weeks, but I think from Swansea's point of view, and listening to one or two of their fans and the media saying they actually haven't played some bad football in those games, really. Obviously coming up against some of the top teams, so the results haven't gone their way. But yeah, I think you can see early on they've had some good moments in the game and they've moved the ball well.
Yeah, they've got good shape as well, Danny, and they seem to be well drilled. And they've obviously got some good players as well, as Sunderland lose it on the far side, and there could be another opportunity here. Timon takes a touch and then moves it on. Can he get a shot away himself? And he's left foot, he can. It's saved by Anthony Patterson.
Yeah, on top Swansea, as you say, giving the ball away again on that far side, Sunderland. I think it was Hjelder got caught on it.
Daniel. Abdullah Bar. Bar looking for Job. Brings it down inside the penalty area. Couldn't find a red and white shirt.
Down on the far side there, Norton, come down. There it is again, look. He's looking for that opening, isn't he? He shifts it across Paqueta.
He actually had an opening. If he got his head up, he could have pulled the trigger.
Ekwa coming across, and then he does, to be fair, decent strike, good save. Gets his right hand to it, Anthony Patterson.
I think we might have a stoppage here for some blood, perhaps. And if it's, he might have to change his shirt. It's just the rules. The fans aren't happy about it, but they can't see what we can see, perhaps.
Yeah, that's the goal scorer, isn't it? Actually, Ronald nosebleed on the far side. Let's have a look at it back now. Oh no, is this the goal? Yeah, it's the goal. Yeah, to be fair, Jamie Patterson, he has a little fish out at it, doesn't he? Doesn't get anything on it, but it's just enough to put Hjelder off. And then he's 2v1 at the far post, then Callum Styles. Good save from Anthony Patterson with the first one, can't do nothing with the follow-up.
Oh, Ekwa's had a shot from distance here. Just drags it, goes wide.
Yeah, no real pressure on him from Swansea, and it opens up for Pierre Ekwa, as you say. Look, they're perhaps thinking, well, go on then, pull the trigger, and he does, but it's always pulling away from that right-hand side post, isn't it?
Will fix it. Oh, nice slips as he jumps for the ball there. And Swansea are in again here, and it's fired over that time from Plaheta.
Yeah, well, Trey Humes got up to the ref saying he's got his shirt pulled, but as I say again, it's too easy. I think Luke's back on his feet. He goes up for the first one, he goes down, and then we're not organised after that. See, long ball forward. I think actually the stands on him there. Cullen was short, and then Ronald again fizzes another lovely ball into the far post.
Plaheta it is with a shot.
Big chance, yeah, Plaheta, and he knows, look, his reaction there. Doesn't get the right contact on it, blazes it up and over the top, and Swansea could and perhaps should be 2-0 up.
So he's not clicking here for Sunderland.
No, got to get it together. And obviously, if you look at the change of shape, but it's just in general, really, isn't it? Decision making again from the players. Look a little bit nervy on the ball.
Mike Dodds thinking about his Next move, maybe.
Mix it up a little bit. We can, from the players' point of view, something I said last week, you assess it as players when you're out there. Swansea are pressing us really high. They've got 4 or 5 bodies pressing us. We continue to try and play out. Sometimes you've got to just beat that press, just clip it into Job or Roosin, little flat ball in, get us up the pitch, and then they'll drop off a little bit, Swansea. But we're playing into their hands a little bit at this moment in time.
Silt lets it bounce, then tries to play it downfield. Swansea come again. It's Plaheta, heavily involved in the game so far. Trying to go around Trey Hume, but can't. They win a corner.
Yeah, it's a good battle between those two, isn't it? Plaheta fancies himself on that left foot there, a couple of step overs. Again, looking to put another ball into the box.
Swansea City 18th at the moment in the Championship on 36 points. They won 1 of their last 5. But they look good this afternoon. Grimes takes a set piece. Head comes in at the back post. It's up in the air again. He's won a free kick there.
Got to get it together here. Yeah, just looking down below, as Mike Dodds just saying, just settle down. I think it's Hjelde again, a little bit nervy and panicked with his clearance. And then Luke finds the ball at his feet in his 6-yard box, nowhere to go. Gets the free kick in the end. But we've got to get it together out there. As I say, we're a young squad. They'll be looking round at each other. We're coming off the back of a couple of poor results away from home. And then obviously you're back here in front of, 35,000 plus Sunderland fans.
Roosin trying to get it back. Timon. It's downfield by Grimes. Joe Allen steals it here. Joe Allen on the ball with options left and right. Pulls out Ronald. Can Ronald get a shot away? He can, and that's 2-0 to Swansea City.
Yeah. Again, you see Luke just tries to play it in, doesn't he, into Dan Neil there. Joe Allen, credit to him there. He reads it early. He's pressing high, and he just steals in. And again, Swansea, they feed it out to Ronald on that far side. Well, all the Sunderland fans around us. Not sure whether they're making way to the exits or going for a drink, but Swansea, we just said it there, they could have been 2-0 up. Well, they are now.
What's gone wrong here, Danny? Do the players need to take some responsibility
here?
Yeah,
of course they do. Yeah, listen, we've changed the shape. Again, we can talk about that as much as you like, but it comes down to the players as well, assessing the situation and how we're going about it. And we've played into Swansea's hands. We're playing out from the back. They're nicking it off. As you see there, look, Joe Allen there, bang, he reads the situation, experience there. Look on the far side. That's where, Hjelde's come narrow. Styles is high up the pitch, massive gap between the two of them. He can't get back in. I think Hjelde has to come across, and then there, good first touch, to be fair to him. Second one's even better. Swansea in the driving seat.
Well, it feels like a long way back from here. Really haven't got going this afternoon yet. Now they find themselves 2-0 down. Less than half an hour played.
Yeah, you can just see the players as well. Arms are out, waving at each other. What we're doing.
Here's Ekwar playing it to the right-hand side to Trey Hume. Hume plays an early ball in. On the back, looking for Abdullah Bar. Sunderland get a corner. Can they respond? The fans want to see that. I'm sure you watching around the world want to see that as well as Sunderland fans.
Yeah, well, you mentioned it. Yeah, it was quite an open game early on as well. And you say either team that had a couple of half chances. We just had a couple ourselves. That one from Bar, and out of nothing, Swansea caught us cold.
Callum Styles takes the corner early, finds Abdullah Bar. Bar spins on it and then moves to the byline, stands one up over the top of Roosin. And what we don't want to happen here is Sunderland get caught on the break, and it could happen. It's Ronald. He's already got 2 this afternoon.
Back post.
Plaheta's pulling off on the back post.
It's not a great ball. As I say, he's free there. Plaheta at the far post.
Bar breaking free. Looking for Roosin, who takes it. No foul, says the referee. Play it on. Trey Hume picks it up. Has a shot.
Yeah, it's just off balance. It sits there for him, invites him to hit it. As it falls to Trey Hume coming onto it. You see there shaking his head. Abdullah Bar actually does well initially. 1 or 2 asking for a foul on Roosin. I'm not too sure, but there, it's one of those you're looking to maybe set it in that far post and cut across it, but comes off the outside of his boot. Half an hour on the clock. Well, that's all to do, isn't it? For Sunderland.
Styles pokes the ball forward looking for Barr, who is onside despite protests from the Swansea defenders. Keeper comes out and gathers.
Yeah, well, they're asking, I think it was Wood actually, we had a good view of it. He's deeper than the other Swansea defenders there. He's in again.
Patterson comes out and meets it. Is that three at the back? Is that still
well,
right
yeah,
there,
well, I mentioned it before, didn't I, in terms of, you know, between Hjelde and obviously got Styles coming in for his debut as well on that far side. Ronald keeps playing on the shoulder, he's willing to run in behind.
Finding space, aren't they?
Yeah, controlling the game now as well.
Nine trying to disrupt the play. They're still in possession here, Swansea.
There's that little pocket of space again. See Norton comes narrow, the full back there. A couple of times he's clipped it there, Wood.
So much space and time for Kyle Norton.
He's in again.
Well, wins the corner.
He's enjoying himself, Ronald, isn't he? Down that right hand side. See Mike Dodds down below as they're going back towards his coaching staff in his technical area, not happy, discussing things.
Swansea fans, there's only a couple of hundred of them, but they're in good voice, and rightfully so.
Well, worth the trip for them so far, isn't it? Enjoying their afternoon out.
Taken short. Ronald plays it across field.
Goes in again.
Stretching!
Oh, Abdullah Barr switches off, gets caught. Yeah, they've worked a couple, Swansea, haven't they? You can see from the training ground.
That man is
well
in the
worked.
thick of it.
Yeah, let's have a look at it back now. So they take it short. Just keep your eye on the top of your picture there. Abdullah Barr, once he plays this ball, watch. There, switches off. Oh, too late.
Back in.
And then almost on the stretch, isn't he? Just feeds it past that far post, and that could have been perhaps game over.
Barr's advancing on the far side for Sunderland. Runs into trouble though. Swansea take it back off Sunderland. Matt Grimes charging forward with it. And he might get on the end of this one. Hjelde comes across, concedes the corner. It's all Swansea City.
Yeah, we just look lost out there at the minute, don't we? Can't get hold of the ball, get a few passes in. Swansea enjoying themselves. As you say, they're one of those sides, and once they've got themselves in front, they've got some good technical players in there who look after the ball well. Now this is where we've got to be alive. We've seen it, they've had one from this side, one from that side a moment ago, where they're up to things, Swansea, from set plays. They work it well, you can see they're set up.
Patterson comes and gathers, looks around. Dan Neil gets it, spins out. Barr fires the ball back at Hjelde.
Yeah, nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. See, Anthony Patterson actually gives that to Dan Neil. I don't think he wants it there. As soon as he gets it, he's getting pressed. And then into Barr, and he's got nowhere to go either. Just can't keep hold of the ball.
Houston gets frustrated, takes a foul. But it's Swansea who's playing like the home team here, Danny.
They are, yeah. You know, if you come here today, you think Swansea look around, they look confident, you think they're a team pressing for the playoffs, and we look like a team at this moment in time down the other end of the table, struggling for form.
Man Ronald stands one up, comes all the way through, shot on, takes a deflection. Oof. Goal kick.
Goal kick, yeah.
Jamie Patterson.
Yeah.
Grimes coming together.
I just wonder whether Mike Dogg's going to change it there and see someone just go and stay up against Ronald on that far side. Has he gone to a back four?
He's speaking
possibly
to Trey Hume here, try and get some information out.
Or maybe is he sending Trey Hume out? No, I was thinking he's going to put him over at left back on that far side. Again, you've got Hjelde out there, who's again himself is only recently into playing, isn't he, after not playing too much at Leeds. 3 or 4 games under his belt now. Styles on his debut, a couple of weeks out from not playing himself.
Ball's come across onto this right-hand side. Hume flicks it forward. Job trying to hold his man off. Stretching. Loses out. Hjelde. Gets the ball back for Sunderland. Ekwa moves it on to Job. Sunderland keeping the ball at the moment. He's Hume. Dan Neil on the stretch.
Trouble again.
Stole it back. Cullen. Yeah,
he's weighing up his options, isn't he? And that's 2 or 3 times now we've given the ball away. And just hear the noise in the stadium of light. See that one just gets away from Dan Neil. Cullen there. He's got options. Nobody really goes to press him initially, and then eventually pulls the trigger, and it's half blocked.
He's Rusin. Dan Neil looks up. Sees Abdullah Bar in space now on this right-hand side, but it just bounces.
Yeah, well, it's on. He's got Akers, hasn't he, on this right-hand side. Just skips away from him out of play. A little change up, yeah. He's come across this right-hand side bar, hasn't he, now? Just wondering maybe.
The Sunderland fans are frustrated around us, but they're not quite sure how to react at the moment, are they? Because
well, I'd say shell-shocked as such, really. Maybe coming here today, again, coming up against the side. As we mentioned, Swansea struggled for form, results. We were probably favourites just coming here today.
Job gets it for Sunderland, holds off a foul and then picks up the foul. Plaheta, a little bit too keen. Joe Allen. Very experienced midfielder. Started his career at Swansea, now he's back there trying to get them back to the Premier League at the moment. At the wrong end of the Championship. Trey Hume stands over this one. Swansea could break here. Joe Allen trying to get it back. He does get there ahead of O'Nien. And it's Ronald on that right-hand side. Hume gets there. Job. Here come again. Josh Timon swings one in. Corner for Swansea.
Yeah, just in those little ones there, a big switch across there. Abdullah Bar's waiting for it. Fullback Timon steps in front of him. You can just hear it in the crowd now as we're, 5 minutes or so just before the break.
Corner's taken short. Popped in by Grimes. Oh, it's got the post.
Yeah, not switched on back there. Again, short corner, isn't it? And then near post.
It's Plaheta with a header. Caught everyone by surprise. Timon. More 9. Dan Neil.
That's Cullen, isn't it? Just comes into the back of him slightly as Dan Neal's looking to play forward. But even there, you see we've got good numbers across there, and it's timing, isn't it, on the give and go. Works his way to the byline. Yard sharper, Swansea all over the pitch.
Swansea just playing really, really well, or Sunderland got mistakes in them?
I think it's a combination. I think we've not been at it at all. I think, see, coming off the back of those, there's another one out of play. Coming off the back of those 2 defeats on the road, confidence is shot in the boys. Nowhere near it. A lot of work for the 2 mics at half time to do to get into the lads. Try and get them going. Mike Proctor there, giving a few words of advice to Mike Dodds.
Foul on Job. Someone free kick. Look 9, looking for one of those big diags, trying to play in. It's Callum Styles who's come across to this right-hand side and then flicks it forward for Naz Rusin. Rusin plays it across. Silt plays it forward. It's cut out by Grimes. How to play it. Just as Plaheta thought he was away.
He's been busy, hasn't he, this first half? Coming into the starting lineup for Swansea. Himself and Cullen. Changed it a couple of times now, I should say. Callum Styles it is now down below us on this right hand side. Abdullah Bar had a little stint 5 minutes or so ago.
Dan Neal going through the gears with Pierre Ekwal. Just lost control of it for a moment.
I just think Mike Dodds has gone back to a 4-3-3 possibly. Trade dropping back in at right back. Silto 9 and then Kjelder over at left back.
Styles has come across to this right hand side.
And Ball and then Rusin through the middle, possibly, tried a couple of things. I think he has to try and stem the flow of the Swansea attacks and dominance on the ball.
Dan Neal, foot on the ball. Trying to find Job. Rusin!
Good block, wasn't it, from Wood?
There's Ronald. 2 goals already this afternoon. Dan Neal. Slide from Norton. Knocks it out for a throw into Sunderland. Just coming up to half time, a couple of minutes away. We'll look back at all the action so far. Maybe discuss where Sunderland have gone wrong so far. We'll look around at the championship results as well. But there's only one result that matters this afternoon to the Sunderland fans, and it's not going their way.
Leaving a little bit on Callum Styles there.
I think this slight change in shape has allowed Sunderland to get on the ball a bit more in the last few minutes.
Yeah. Under the bar, it's interesting as well, isn't it? Back over to that left-hand side. Well, to try and get back into this game, we can't rely on the likes of Jack Clark, who's he's our game changer, isn't he? Really, our magic man. Moments in games where we need to try and get something out of it. He's not out there. Patrick's not out there to carry us up the pitch as well.
Popped over the top by Grimes. Ronald is offside.
How long's the flag taking to go up there?
I don't know who benefits from that.
Nobody. Early on the decision, he's made a 30-yard run after the ball's gone over the top, and you're thinking he's onside because the flag hasn't gone up, and then eventually, by the time he gets to the ball, he puts his flag up. Bizarre, that one.
Trey Hume with space to exploit. Hume. Isn't the best cross from Trey Hume. But Sunderland have a ball in Swansea's half on the throw-in. Here's O'Nien. Silt. 3 minutes will be added on to the end of this first half. And at the moment, it'll be Luke Williams who will be the happier going into the dressing rooms.
Just a bit, yeah.
Styles wins it back for Sunderland, gives it to Trey Hugh. Ekwa, does he fancy one? Pops it through to Rusin. Rusin spins. Gets a shot away.
Yeah, better, wasn't it? Yeah, fizzed into him from Pierre Ekwa, as I say, and on the turn. Again, it's another one. He looks for an opening, and he's not afraid to pull the trigger, is he? Rusin doesn't catch it clean.
So can't generate the power.
Yeah, straight at Rushworth. He's only had, what, 2 or 3 at saves best half chances straight at him in this first half, Rushworth. I think Callum Styles has looked okay, actually, to be fair to him. He's quite busy, isn't he? Wants to get on the ball, and technically looks like a player.
He's had to swap flanks already. Debut starting. Someone missing big characters today at the front and the back. Down Ballard. And Jack Clark missing out. Ballard through suspension. A reminder, Luke O'Nine's only 1 booking away from being suspended himself. Silt comes through with it. Styles gives it back to Silt. Trey Hugh, Styles. Ekwa looking forward, finds Job.
Yeah, it was promising, wasn't it? Build-up play down this right-hand side. Job's just on the stretch there.
Just as O'Nine delivers that crossfield ball, Swansea City's backline step up so fast. There was
you know what, I think
Sunderland
of themselves,
players
yeah, but obviously Wood back there and Kamango as the 2 centre-halves. I know Norton's quick on that far side. If they back themselves for, having a bit of pace at the back, they can do that. And they're perhaps saying to Sunderland, are you good enough to drop a ball over the top and get him behind?
It's been a hard watch for the Sunderland fans inside here. They've turned out in great numbers once again. But as we move towards half-time, there could be another possible opportunity here.
Let's give the free kick. I think he's maybe gone back to... Which one's he gone back to there? I was thinking, is it Luke O'Nine on the first one? Let's have a look. Not sure who's been booked there. Trey Hume it was come across with the challenge on Patterson.
It looked like he booked Trey Hume.
Yeah, because I think initially Luke O'Nine went in tight and got rolled on the first one, and then Trey had to come across on the cover on Jamie Patterson and made the challenge. Jamie Patterson's not happy. He's up there in the face of Trey Hume.
There's another card shown there maybe, as we're watching that. We'll get it confirmed. That'd be Jamie Patterson.
Yeah, I'm just looking where the free kick's been taken from, because I think it was a little bit closer towards our goal, wasn't it, where the challenge was made. So I think he's gone back to the one on Luke O'Nine. We haven't seen a replay of it, have we? So I'm not sure, but I think it's possibly Luke O'Nine, maybe, or unless he's given the free kick and then booked Trey for the one after. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we'll get it all confirmed when we can. I think the 4th official's waiting for as much
information. What we do know is Swansea have got a free kick.
Yeah. And it hasn't been a good first half for Sunderland, we do know that. This will be the final action of the first half, which is, up until that point, had seen no cards whatsoever.
Shouldn't take so long to take it. Last action of the half.
Jamie Patterson is one of those players around it. Is it Matt Grimes?
Yeah, Grimes on the left foot as well, yeah.
Well, at half-time, Sunderland fans frustrated. Mike Dodds will be frustrated as well. 2-0 down at half-time, Danny. We will look back
about
through
the managers and the coaches and what are they saying and how are they set up, but sometimes it just boils down to doing the basics well as a players and assessing situations when you're out on the pitch. Coaches, managers, they're the other side of that white line. When you're out there as a player, you've got to read the situation yourself. Yes, you can say we've got a young squad, but they're not, they're not 16-year-olds. They're 20 plus, a lot of these boys out there, and they've got to see it themselves and read situations.
There's an opportunity here for Swansea straight away from the... just went a little bit wide for Pihata.
Yeah, do you know what? There's a yard or two of pace on that too much, and if not, is it Plaqueta again? He's in, isn't he? Ready to pull the trigger.
Got a corner as well.
Again, we get caught on the ball in our own half. We said that too many times in the first half.
Grimes just came away with it, and then an opportunity arose, and they've worked this corner short. The ball does now come in. And it's kind of picked up exactly where the first half left off.
Well, yeah, Swansea enjoying themselves. Up here, decent venue, isn't it, for football? They said they've only brought 200 or so, Swansea, but got themselves in front 2-0 up at half-time and right back on the front foot.
Looks like it's gone out, that. It will be a goal kick.
Just see this situation for me now straight away, right? I know Swansea, look, they got the front, almost the front four ready to press us. We're still willing to try and play out from the back. I get that sometimes if that's your model, and sometimes, but just drop a ball in there, and there we go again. We've tried it now. We'll go a little bit longer, miss their midfield out if they're pressing us high and go and play in their half. I know you perhaps say it's a little bit more old school, and everybody wants to play the modern way, but sometimes you've got to adapt and adjust to how the game's going.
Timon. Plaheta. Swansea advancing and the ball comes in. Patterson scrambling, has to push it over the top for another corner.
You see that there, little give and goes. We look a yard short of pace and energy around the pitch. Again, first couple of minutes, that's 2 or 3 balls Anthony Patterson's had to deal with in and around his goal.
Corner's taken short. Joe Allen flicks it on. And it drops. Charged down by Ekwar. They've had, I make it 5, 6, 7 corners so far, and pretty much all of them, they've worked a quick one.
Yeah.
And they seem to catch Sunderland out by surprise on
every
every one.
Yeah, well, it shouldn't be by surprise now as you're making that point. They've had one what they put to the back post for, I think it was Cabano when he come forward. Other than that, yeah, they've worked it short. And we're not switched onto it.
Sunderland fans making their way back to their seats around us. Frustrated. Comes all the way through to Anthony Patterson. Johnson Seal gets it under pressure. Likewise, Luke O'Nien. Yelled up. Sunderland win a throw.
I think that's what's impressed me with Swansea as well. At times they played some good football, but it's the press and the way they're getting after us, not allowing us to settle in and dictate play in our own half.
Yelda. Lucen looked like he was getting pulled there. He goes down and wins a free kick. Too strong from Ben Cabango.
Just getting a little bit too tight on Rusyn. He's not bad at that, Rusyn, to be fair to him. Said it a few times, haven't we, where his size is not the biggest, but he's quite good at rolling centre-backs.
Here's Abdullah Bar. Finds Job, opens up for him. Can he get a shot away? He can. Hits Cabango. A few shots of handball. He's Bar. Played out by Swansea. Now it's Sunderland pressing. Silt. Clips on forward, looking for Job, cut out by Cabango. Comes down to Ekwa. Rusin. Drills one in.
I don't know what, it's like 2 or 3 balls he's put in. He put one in similar in the first half as well, Rusin, didn't he? Where he just pulls it back behind everybody. We've got 2 or 3 bodies in the box, but nobody's sort of hanging out really, waiting to come onto it.
Daniel pulls away from Ronald. Bar. Gelder. Job on the ball now. Ekwa to the right. Nutmegs the referee. Bar. Rides the challenge, gives it back to Luke O'Nien. Big switches
Yeah,
on
I was
the
going to say, we've got to
Drake.
go at the other side. Swansea loaded bodies over this right-hand side of the pitch.
Styles drops it off for Hume. Cabango. Miles Norton. Rusher under pressure. Silt. Ekwa. Does well to wriggle up, he's got no help over there. That's Daniel. Almost through to Styles. Pops out by Allen. Ekwa!
Oh. Yeah, decent strike. Finds its way back to him. I think it's Joe Allen actually nicks it off him, gives it him back. And Dan Neil's looking to play a little give and go into the box there. Yeah, it is Joe Allen, and then he's thinking, is he going to stand a cross up for Abdullah Bar at the far post, but he puts his laces through it. It's dipping, doesn't come down early enough though.
Joe Allen receives it, and then plays it out of play.
Yeah, I think Cabango's lost his foot in there. Joe Allen looks to play him out onto this right-hand side for Swansea.
Gelder doesn't know where to go from the throw. Finds Dan Neil, who wins the corner.
Yeah, you can hear the Sunderland fans now trying to get behind Sunderland, and having a minute or two, aren't they, in the Swansea half.
Corner's taken quickly. Abdullah Bar looks up, thinking about putting it in. He carries it. Doesn't know the lollipop. Drills it in. Sunderland throw on the far side now.
Yeah, a lot of bodies in there. There's one in the first half he actually done well with, where he stood it up Abdullah Bar, similar where he step over onto the left foot. And that one there, he just puts his laces through it and comes off the goalkeeper. Rushworth out to that far side.
Joe trying to get there. Joe Allen comes out with it. Smashes it off Trey Hume. Sunderland get a throw in on the far side.
Yeah. Joe Larpy gives a few verbals to the linesman.
Swansea skipping out with it here. Patterson playing a forward, but thankfully it's met by Anthony Patterson at the other end. And Neil just waiting for his players to get back on side before thinking about the forward ball. Now he can. Free kick. Daniel takes it. Sunderland restart. Ekwa. There's Abdullah Bar.
A little bit more urgency. You
Yeah,
can see it in the players now, trying to move the ball quicker and do things quicker in general.
Tempo's helping Sunderland. Silt. Hume. Styles. Rusin. Trehue. Styles. Lukonai. Yelder's the wide option. Puts a cross in. Cabango with the header. And Nye comes across. Recycles it. Sunderland throw. Bit better in the last few minutes.
Yeah, it has been, yeah. A bit more tempo. I said they started first couple of minutes, Swansea well in the second half, back on the front foot, weren't they? But as I say, Sunderland have just penned them back. It's 5 minutes or so.
He's Yelder. Rusin. Job. Rusin comes across. Abdullah gets it. Sunderland throw. It's probably the best spell Sunderland have had in the game, this. Passing with intent, bit of tempo.
Yeah, it's just here now, bodies in the box waiting for balls to come in.
Yelder.
Yeah.
Well, he's a defender in those
Yeah,
positions.
you know what, I can see why he's pulled it as it comes into it there, no real pressure on him. It does sit up and invite the strike. See it back now, yeah. Wanders into a bit of space there. Look, they switch off, Ronald there, and then, I mean, the angle's always going to be against him. It's got to be a worldie to beat the keeper from there.
Sunderland fans are still backing their side despite being 2-0 down to Swansea City. Yelder wins a header. Patson wins the second one. Everyone's competing here. O'Neill comes through with a strong header. Cabango charged down by Rusin. Abdullah tries to bring it away. No foul. Job gets his foot in and wins it back. Oh, he's given a free kick for it.
Well, it just looked like a couple of 50-50 challenges, isn't it? A loose ball bouncing around. Michael Proctor down there, can't believe it.
That was a brilliant challenge from Job.
Yeah.
And probably the cleanest one out of all of them. Keith Stroud knows better. Ramin Mundell is getting stripped beneath us, Danny. As Abdullah brings it forward, thinks about the pass and then goes back. Trehue. Styles goes back to Jensen Silt. And then gets it back and pops the ball over the top looking for Job. Kyle Norton was on his back. Grimes. And Cabango. Fired downfield from Rushworth. Shots of handballs right in front of the referee, nothing given. Ekwar finds
From behind.
Daniel Rusin. Rusin shoots!
Yeah, that's what he's looking for again. He's got the run on wood, hasn't he? See it back now, in behind. Angle's always against him there. Yeah, difficult one. Gets a little nudge as well as he pulls the trigger.
Cabango steps out with it, strides out with it, still going. Job's gone with him. Sunderland looking to make a change here. Ramin Mundell coming on.
Yeah, Callum Styles coming on. See, an hour under his belt on his debut. It's a decent Round of applause from the Sunderland fans as well. I think at times, yeah, it's a difficult one for him to gauge, isn't it? Obviously we're 2-0 down, but at times I think he's done quite well getting on the ball.
Well, Romain Mundle had an interesting game down at Birmingham, didn't he?
Yeah, certainly I thought in that first half at Birmingham he showed some good flashes of what he's about. Had a couple of strikes away.
Going through the lines there and then coming to nothing in the end. Sorry, Danny.
I was going to say, yeah, obviously Mundle down at Birmingham last week getting a start, and he had a couple of opportunities in that first half, didn't he? Second half, we didn't see too much of him.
Now, there's a standing applause here, the 60th minute, in support of former Sunderland manager Tony Mowbray. Everyone in the Sunderland dugout are joining in as well. Quite poignant. In reaction to the news of Tony Mowbray's health update, and everyone at Sunderland Football Club, and I'm sure the fans around the world, wishing him a speedy recovery.
Indeed, yeah.
Meanwhile on the pitch, Luke O'Nien brings it away. Dan Neil spins around. Looking for...
Yeah, I think he's caught between two minds there, whether to roll to Ekwar or play it out to Mundle. In the end, he passes out a play on the far side.
Jerry Yates is coming on in a moment. It's going to be another one. Jay Fulton as well. Doubler for Swansea in a moment. Dan Neil. That's Job. Rusin brings it inside. Goes down.
Jamie Patterson with a foul. Escapes the yellow card, does he? Yeah, and there's those changes now, I think, for Swansea.
Yates, a proven striker. Joe Allen is making way for Jay Fulton.
Yeah, so Fulton straight swap in the middle of the park for Joe Allen, who's had a good afternoon. Obviously played his part in that second goal, didn't he? Stealing the ball.
The old Welsh
Swansea.
teammate,
Yeah.
Joe Allen.
I just wondered if they'll have a little change here. As you see Jerry Yates gesturing there. Maybe Cullen out to that left-hand side or Plaqueta. Jerry Yates through the middle.
You've always liked Jerry Yates, haven't you, Danny?
Yeah, he was a young lad coming through at Rotherham when I was there, sort of 18, 19-year-old coming into the first team, and just in training I thought he was decent, good ability in and around the box. As I say there, I think at this level I've seen stint at Blackpool as well, as this free kick comes in.
Ekwar goes down.
No takers.
Ekwar fired it in and Silk goes down, but nothing given. Don't take advantage of the set piece.
He's had a feel, the goalkeeper, hasn't he, where he's taking his time, he knows what he's doing. You can hear the Sunderland fans not happy with it. Keith Stroud, though, allows it to go on.
Rusin trying to help it on to Job. Mundle. Rusin goes down right in front of the assistant. Nothing given. Gets a throw in, I think.
Far side, yeah. Good coming across. Do you know what he does, Rusin? He does a lot of good work outside the box, doesn't he?
I was going to say, we've seen his best.
Yeah,
his
everything he
flashes
does well.
This afternoon is outside the box.
Yeah. But as him being your centre forward, you want to see his good work in the 18-yard box, don't you? Yeah, he's put a couple of decent crosses in himself, where he's pulled it back across sort of around the penalty spot area, no takers on it. And he's always willing to run on the shoulder of the centre backs.
when he was signed that in his career he has done that work, and he's
I think people have said he can play as a forward, he can play as one of the wide forwards really out on the flank, but maybe play someone up there tight, close to him really. We don't really see that, do we, as a front out and out front two.
Out from Anthony Patterson. Rusum has been held there. Referee didn't see it. The race is on here.
Ronald was savage, wasn't he?
Yeah, stayed down. He's got up now. It's a miracle. He's sprinting now.
Well, he's already had the nosebleed in the first half. I think he's holding his ribs there when he gets back to his feet. Just look at that Swansea back line on the halfway line.
Inside from Bart. Job tries to play him at back. Experience from Kyle Norton, read it well though. Kjelda. Ball was offside.
See, he knows he's offside there. He's just got to allow the ball to go over his head. Into the back of, I think it was Norton, wasn't it?
Still light inside the Stadium of Light. Floodlights are on. Cool breeze goes around the ball. Sunderland, as yet, not able to get back in this game.
I think we had a little spell, didn't we? We had one or two. Kjelda had that effort from a tight angle, and Rusum as well, who didn't get a clean strike away. Obviously, Swansea making a couple of changes.
Mundell drops it off to Ekwar. Ekwar looks up, finds Bart. Ekwar gets it back. Scoops it up and over, looking for Job. Mundell. Held out. Turns out.
Yeah, see, that's there now. We had the one earlier on as well, didn't we? Where Swansea pressed us across this side of the pitch. Once it goes back out to there, we've got to go out to that right-hand side, play away from the press.
More changes, perhaps. The cards are going in.
Looks that way. Chris Rigg getting called back in. Gonna get 20 minutes or so.
Good in that 20 minutes we saw him against Plymouth, was it?
It was Plymouth, yeah. It was 2-1 at the time, wasn't it, I think?
Could be a double change for Sunderland. We're not going to see it just yet. Mundell spins on it. It's up in the air. Jerry Yates competing. Sunderland get a free kick. Jensen still takes early. Ekwar fires one over the top. It's cut out though. Fulton starts again for Swansea City.
Just have a look at Luke Williams down below. So I don't think he's happy.
Well, they haven't been as in control.
No, they haven't. No, and I think that's what he's on about there. And I think just looking down below, they had a 2v1 situation. Free kicks given away there. Down below was on this right hand side, and he wanted the switch earlier, and they went back in Swansea, and he wasn't happy.
Sunderland's shape in the second half has looked a bit better, hasn't it, from the first half?
Yeah, it's going back to that more of a 4-2-3-1 really.
Hits the back of Keith Stroud.
I'm not sure what Keith Stroud can do. There's 1 or 2 groans, but Abdullah Bar's literally 2 yards away and he plays the ball into the back of him.
Sunderland had the ball anyway.
Yeah,
why we had
could have carried on actually. Yeah, Luke O'Nien had possession.
Mundell. Hamir is going to be coming on as well in a moment.
Yeah, it'd be interesting, but is it a straight swap for Rusin, or is he going to make it a pairing at the top end of the pitch? Oh, look. Oh.
Neil
Maybe
almost getting there.
Yeah, risky pass from the goalkeeper, wasn't it?
Here he goes again.
There's those changes now. Well, it isn't going to be a pairing at the top end of the pitch. It is Rusin making way. And then
Abdullah Bar comes off.
yeah, so just having a look at it there. Romain Mundell's come across to this left-hand side. Yeah, well, what's Chrissy Rigg going over to that right-hand side possibly?
Hat up, fires one across. Jerry Yates couldn't get there. Ronald can. Fulton. That's one across. Ekwa trying to fire it up straight away to Hamir. Hamir chasing. Mundell's come out into this left-hand side now. Neil. Mia. Ekwa. Norton. Nine comes across and Silt reacts and brings it forward. Getting tugged back there, but it finds Pierre Ekwa. Ekwa had to do that though, there was nothing ahead of him. Perhaps he could have
could have come out to Mundell maybe, just dwelt on it, looking for his options.
It's a deep one. It's Ronald. He's got the 2 already this afternoon, the difference.
A couple of openings in the last couple of minutes down that left-hand side and a couple of overhit crosses for Swansea.
And Cullen has been pretty quiet. This Rigg picks it up, fires the ball forward for Trey Hume to get on the end of.
Put him in the box. Free kick given as well. Mundell just into the back of. Yeah. Yeah, but just as that ball went out to Trey Hume down the right hand side, he's galloping there. Chris Rigg, nice weight on the pass, and just looking in there. And Hemir's 20-30 yards behind it. You know, he's fresh off the bench. Push for the gut, get yourself into the box, go and get yourself a goal. Still 15 minutes to go. Don't let the game fizzle out.
Rushworth downfield. Yelder's there. This is to Patterson. It's a bit of a bobble on that. Patterson did well. Nathan Wood goes back to his goalkeeper. Ben Cabango now. What's the mistake? Sunderland look like they could be making another change soon. Bilal Sheesh is getting stripped. And Mundell get there. Kept it in.
He's not pulling his arm there. Looks like Norton's got hold of his arm.
Some of the fans down there felt like he needed a bit of support, but Gelder has it from the throw. Judd being held. Yes, he gets a free kick.
Yeah, let's give that one to Ian Grimes. I think probably from the other one, I think it was a foul as well. Norton looked like he had Mundell's arm over in the corner. Didn't give that one Keith Stroud, but he's given that one. Another change for Swansea. Patino, is it coming up?
It's Charlie Patino, who's sent off from this fixture earlier this season. He did in the last half an hour. In this fixture, Sunderland were 2-0 down within half an hour. Keith Stroud just marking his line. It's not much of a wall from Swansea. Ekwar delivers it, teasing one, Luke O'Nien, 2-1!
Back in it. Yeah, decent ball then, isn't it? Again, because it's that away swinger, the keeper can't come for it. It's just crying out for somebody to get on the end of it, and then Luke O'Nien takes the advantage. Back in it, 2-1.
Yeah, he just pops it across here.
Yeah.
And O'Nien reacts. I don't think Swansea were ready.
Swansea switch off. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, he's not there. I'm not sure who is picking up Luke O'Nien. It's the 14th time and not switched on. Gets caught cold.
You can tell from the arranging of the wall that Swansea weren't ready for that.
That's where you got. We've mentioned it about ourselves not being switched on from corners. The Swansea there, naive, switched off, not alive to the situation. Get caught.
Can Sunderland get something out of this game, despite being 2-0 down at half-time? Luke O'Nien's goal has given these fans in here hope. And they haven't had much to shout about this afternoon.
They haven't, no. I think that's our 10th goal of the season from set plays. Same for the amount of ball we get in corners in games, we should be getting more. Cullen making way. Tino. Yeah, I think it's one of those, isn't it? He knows his number's going up. He's walking away from the touchline, going the other way. Pierre Ekwar coming across, helping him off the pitch.
Charlie Patino comes on. He's their third substitution of the afternoon. Lemire chases. Still that danger at the back. Ekwar. Patterson to O'Nien. Tino pressing. Cut out by Ekwar. Sunderland get it back.
Yeah, scruffy passage of play, both sides giving it away.
Trying to play in Mundell.
Swansea now be happy to slow the game down, won't they? Well, the keeper has done, to be fair, all afternoon, hasn't he?
Cabango. Mundell underneath this one. Ooh. Yeah, it's accidental.
Yeah, no.
Fulton gets one in the
Fulton
face.
puts his head down, to be fair. Mundell tries to tow it away. It's all right, Fulton. Yeah, see it back on the replay there. Yeah, just puts his head down, doesn't he? It's coming together, obviously, boots and forehead. There's only one winner.
41,777, the attendance inside the Stadium of Light. And he's Ronald. Places one in, and Nine's just slide to keep
there,
it
just
away.
a little detail
behind.
again. We mentioned it switching off. Yelda, quick free kick over the top. He's not alive to it. Ronald running in behind him.
Coutinho takes it quickly. Ronald floats one in towards the back post. Hume should get there, he does. Bahata. Swansea use the goalkeeper. Sunderland can step up a bit. Jerry Yates is lurking. Silt. Didn't get there, Yates does. Ronald. Here's Ronald again. Charge down. Wins the corner. About their 9th corner of the afternoon. Sunderland have only had 2.
Yeah, they've worked a few well, haven't they, from short corners. It's on again if they want to do.
Ronaldo's standing on the edge of the penalty area here. Coutinho stands there. He's got more direct. Patterson comes and gathers. Dan Neal. Don't forget to join us in the post-game programme. Tell us where Sunderland have gone wrong this afternoon. Tell us what you think about the last week as a Sunderland supporter as well. Use the hashtag AskDanny on social media. Myself and Danny will discuss your points in the post-game programme. Hjelde now.
Foul. Just tries to force it there. Hjelde, the pass isn't on. Just in the build-up to that passage of play there as well, we had the ball in our half and we've got a front four almost, and every one of them, Swansea's back line's quite high, not one of them is willing to make that run in behind. And if the ball doesn't come, have a word with the lads at the back or in midfield, whether it's Echo or whoever's on the ball there. Tell them, put a ball in behind. Look how high the back line is.
Mike Dodds is going to try one more thing. Dylan Sheesh is getting stripped as Rigg wins the ball for Sunderland. Hamia holds it up. There's a little nutmeg there, Hamia. Plays now to Mundell. Romain Mundell crosses it into the middle.
Oh, beat everybody. Well, I was going to say the ref and linesman looking at each other. Sunderland goes to get the ball.
Hamia. Ekwa finds Trey Hume. Too much on it for Chris Rigg, but Sunderland have a throw-in on the far side. Will they make the change yet? Not yet. Oh, now they will. Leo Hjelde is coming off.
Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? Defender off, attacking player coming on, try and salvage something from the game.
Got just over 5 minutes of normal time remaining. Sheesh comes on for Sunderland. Falls for Job. Just gets stuck under his feet. As Nine comes across. Jerry Yates, he was thinking about the shot there.
Yeah, he did, yeah. Patterson was out his 18-yard box.
Ronald wants for his teammates to get up to speed and then gets possession back for Swansea. Patino. Forward from Kyle Norton. Silt gets an important touch.
Stay down as well.
He's gone for the throw. Hurt there, Jensen Silt. Groin.
Ish. Yeah, he's on the stretch, isn't he? Up against, yeah, Ronald. Oh yeah, just does he catch him on the follow through? Yeah. Oh, this is actually his right one he's holding there, isn't he? I think Ronald stood on his left leg. Back on his feet though.
Inside the final 5 minutes of normal time. Can Sunderland rescue a point from this? It's been much better in the second half. Kept in. Norton.
Offside.
Have to make something happen pretty soon here, Sunderland. Meanwhile, more defensive changes in the wings for Swansea City in a moment. It's high in the middle of the park as Luke O'Nien comes across. Gives it to Pierre Ekwa, who turns on it. Positive movement from Sunderland, hits the back of Chris Riggs' ankles, and possession
Counter.
goes back
Switches on down
to
below
Swansea. And Ronaldo's free through the right-hand side, but Plahata seemed to take an eternity to get it across, and it does finally come across. And
Do you know what? I think he's tipped that onto the post there, Anthony Patterson. Put his foot through it, didn't he? Ronald, let's have a look. Sure, he's tipped this onto the angle.
Yeah, he
did
has.
indeed, yeah.
Second time we've hit the woodwork this
I
afternoon.
think he actually wanted the ball a bit earlier there from Plahata, didn't he? He brought it right the way across the pitch instead of playing him in a bit earlier. He got the strike away in the end. It was a decent hit.
Grimes is there on the short option for Patino. Free kick to Sunderland. Everyone held their breath there for a second. The Swansea player's gone down on the far side, and there's going to be a double substitution anyway. Who do we have coming on as well then? I'd say Ollie Cooper, as well as Harry Darling. Kyle Norton is the one on the deck.
Yeah, Kyle Norton coming off for Harry Darling.
Ronaldo's coming off as well. He's got the goals this afternoon. Right at the minute, none of them are off.
Yeah, he's had a good afternoon, hasn't he? You can see why I think the Swansea fans were talking highly about him, and he's been a threat all afternoon. Down this right-hand side, Ronald took that whack at his nose early on, shrugged that off. As you say, he got himself a decent goal, wasn't it? The second one, good touch, good finish across Anthony Patterson. Cooper coming on for him on this right-hand side.
And make that 5 for Swansea. O'Sheesh looking for Job. Mundle. Romain Mundle. Dan Neil. And around him. Ekwa inside the 90th minute now. We await added time. O'Sheesh delivers. Cut out. Patino. Plahata gets there. continues. Trey Hume has it now. Sunderland need to get it down the other side. 5 minutes will be added on. 5 minutes for Sunderland to get a point. With the minute, it's at the wrong end. Well, 9 comes across with a header. Sheesh tries to keep it in, but gives possession away. Strong challenge there. Chris Rigger was going backwards, but it's a corner for Swansea.
Let's go back to that one as well. O'Sheesh, good build-up play down the right-hand side from Sunderland, and as it comes to him, he's got to beat that man at the near post. Fizzes it in low, cut out. 2 or 3 bodies in the middle waiting for the good cross.
Possible opportunity here for Swansea City. Ashish rescues it from Darling and then plays it forward looking for Mundle.
Good defending on the cover from Wood. He's had a decent game, I think. Left centre back.
Darling might pick up a yellow, kicking the ball away. Something happened here, we're waiting for something.
So, somebody else going in the book or no? Let's have a look.
Someone's going to be... Mike Dodds went to get the ball after it had gone out. I think he's getting wrong for that. He receives a yellow card.
Dodds in the book as well. Let's have a look. Oh, because he goes onto the pitch to get the
ball
ball.
had already gone out.
Yeah, well, we've seen that one at West Brom, didn't we, last week?
The ball had not gone out. Sun on the far side. Amir, perhaps. It's kind of fizzling out at the moment, although there is still 3 minutes of the suggested 5 still left to play.
Yes, here the Swansea fans to our left-hand side. I think they're nearly there.
Stick with us, we'll discuss the game and take your points. Use the hashtag AskDanny on social media. We have Sunderland gone wrong this afternoon? Let us know. Chris Riggs pulled down there, and then the ball's kicked away. And Patino gets a yellow card.
Yeah, it was time it made the foul, wasn't it? And then, as you say, Patino wasted a few more seconds, kicking the ball away.
Everyone forward.
Stage of the game now, isn't it? Go long, get the seconds.
Long from Patterson. Still jumping.
Gets there.
Mundle's round the back. Dan Neil's under this one. Tino. On 9. Dan Neil. Ekwar has to move it quickly. He does. Chris Rigg. Jensen Silt. Can he get the ball in? Gets a corner.
Not a ball yet. Anthony Patterson comes forward.
Why not? Trey Hume stayed back on the halfway line. Corner's been taken quickly. It's a short one. Oh, sheesh. Floats one in. Where's it going to drop?
Set back. Can't clear it, Swansea.
Rigg gets there. Oh, sheesh. Job. 30 seconds left. Dan Neil. Pierre Ekwar. Stands one up. Drops. Oh, sheesh! Corner.
Got the ball. Yeah. Anthony Patterson almost reluctant to pull the trigger a minute ago, wasn't he? But it's set back to him there.
Well, he's up there again.
He's back in there.
Adil Al-Shish will take this. This is last chance saloon for Sunderland. The final opportunity of the game, perhaps. Referee stopped it.
Yeah, something going on in the middle there.
Everyone apart from Trey Hume and Adil Al-Shish is in that penalty area. Al-Shish delivers one.
Oh.
Comes all the way through!
Oh, Anthony Patterson!
It was Patterson with the diving header!
Was, yeah, saved by Rushworth, wasn't it?
It's back in there. Sunderland are going to have to watch this line. Patterson helps it on.
He's offside.
Lemire gets there, but he's offside.
He's offside, yeah. Clattered into the goalkeeper as well. Yeah, Anthony Patterson it is, well, with the first header, wasn't it? Diving header at the far post, good save by the goalkeeper.
And that's it.
And that's that.
Well, the
yeah,
goalkeeper
disappointing
stayed
afternoon.
down at the end there.
Keeper stay down, but yeah, chasing the game, weren't we? You know, 2-0 lead to Swansea at half-time. All to do in the second half. We've had a bit more of a go. It's not to be though, 3 defeats on the bounce. A lot of work to do.